Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Adobe Live. It's been a while. I feel like I haven't been around. I've been on a bit of a vacation, a little work vacation, and what a better way! What not better way to celebrate coming back to Adobe Live than having my good buddy Steven Overturf back on Adobe Live. Steven,
How's it
welcome.
going?
I'm super happy to have you here, and I think people are are just like shocked to have like a great episode today. Do you want to let people know who you are that might not be familiar with you or your work?
Yeah, excited to be here. Excited to be back on Adobe Live. It's been a minute since I've streamed with everybody. But yeah, like Jacob said, my name's Steven Overturf. I'm a designer, art director, creative of sorts. Do a lot of different things. Mainly kind of work in the branding space. Just design all around, whether it's vector, raster, illustration, you name it. Let's do it. And let's have some fun. And today, I think we're gonna have some fun. So yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I've got to say, like, for people that are unfamiliar with your work, I think one of the things that immediately drew me to outside of us just streaming in San Francisco together is you are very multidisciplined when it comes to graphic design and illustration, and you tend to bring a lot of fun and a lot of
Yeah.
different aspects. Like if it comes to sports or if it comes to just general poster work, it's a ton of fun. I see there's already people in the chat excited.
Nice.
I see Unfully Gamer, welcome to the stream. Fairy Utum, some new people. I don't think I've seen these people pop into our streams yet. Concert poster sounds super cool and interesting. But yeah, so that kind of gives us a little bit of the intro of we're going to be working on a concert poster today. We're going to be doing some fun design and jumping into kind of that creative process of what that looks like for you. But
Yeah.
do you want me to just go ahead and switch over to your screen so you can kind of let us know what we're looking at today?
Let's do it.
Sick. I'm very excited. So we're starting here in Firefly Boards, from what I'm seeing.
Yes. So we're in Firefly Boards right now. So I've got a lot of different things going on, but per Adobe Live's kind of June creative brief, we're doing this whole like golden groovy moment. So a lot of things, a lot of streams that we've been doing this month have been very 70s retro inspired, and so that's where
Hmm.
we're taking this today. And I chose to do a retro inspired poster or campaign, and so we're gonna do like a concert tour poster. Very inspired by like 70s colorways and elements, but it's also like kind of hippie-ish a little
Yes.
bit. So very collage based, and I'll get to that in a minute. And
Something
so,
I never lived through, but something that
yeah.
I very much resonate with. I'll also say, too, for the people in the chat, if you want to design along with us, the link to this Firefly board brief is actually down in the description. So you can watch this alongside designing with us and maybe take some inspiration from Steven. But this is going to be something that we're going to be doing all throughout the month that you can participate in. It's a ton of fun. I definitely suggest hopping into Firefly boards and giving it a shot if you haven't
Yeah.
already.
So we already have some creative direction from the Adobe Live team. So texture, color palette, an overall kind of mood. And
Hmm.
so using this as kind of a base, and then from there, I've already kind of prepped a lot of my work. So having a tour name and
Yeah.
some band names that we can play with, which we'll get to here in a little bit, and
Hmm.
then already kind of made out some cities and some tour dates to kind of get me started because I want to spend most of my time really designing today. And
Definitely.
then created my own mood board, pulling some very like retro posters here. I like the colors on a lot of these. I like the type
So
treatment
good.
here. And then what I've been really into lately is like micrographics, so all the like
Hmm.
small
Hmm.
fine details on a lot of design work. And then for starters, I really like I saw this image of this like traditional tattoo artwork, and I really liked this like butterfly on the side of the head of this lady face.
It's so
And
cool.
so that's kind of what I'm going to be working with is like my primary imagery, and then working in some of the elements that you're kind of seeing here. And then on this board, kind of place my sketches. So you see where that butterfly imagery is coming into play. Like
Yeah.
I've got like this portrait and this butterfly wing, and then my tour dates and locations over here to the left. I'm making like a horizontal poster, by the way,
Yeah.
which is not normal. I feel like for a lot of concert posters.
I
And
like it
then
being flipped on its head though. Like I
yeah,
feel like it shows because I mean those are requested. I mean if you've ever been commissioned,
yeah,
like you have to
yeah.
do multiple frameworks. So
Sizing and
yeah, yeah.
yep. And so made some retro lines and some frames of what that could look like with maybe my colors, and then adding in some of the typefaces that I've kind of picked
Some of
out.
my favorites. I could
Yeah.
see them.
And
Some of my
then I've
favorite
got
parts.
this big black rectangle, which we'll get to later. But first, I don't know how many people are in the chat. I would love to get a questionnaire or I don't know what's it called,
Yeah, yeah.
Jacob?
A poll?
A poll. That's what it's
Yeah,
called.
yeah, yeah, totally.
On a band name to use because that's going to kind of be a heavy workload for today.
I'll
Um,
actually make a poll
so.
for us.
Sweet. So band names, these were random things that I came up with last night. So Cosmic Honey, Velvet Groove, Solar Bloom, all very like retro, funkadelic, hippie type things. So this is kind of my mood board. I have everything in Illustrator, and so we're going to be switching off back and forth a lot between boards, Illustrator, Photoshop. And this is like a good
Sweet.
way to kind of like present to a client too. So if you're doing this for a band or any sort of business, like you can hop into boards, show your process, work live in boards and like make notes and
Mm-hmm.
everything. And so versus, you know, doing everything in Illustrator or InDesign where it may not be super live and editable in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we've started here, and then we'll eventually get to our artwork and our mock-ups later
I
in the show.
mean, you've already explained the power of this of being able to bounce back and forth. It is truly
Yep.
incredible, and I think we'll just see it firsthand here. I've been using boards a lot more lately for personal projects or for client projects. It's
Yep.
pretty nuts how accessible it is. I really, really like it. I
Yeah.
do want to prompt a little bit of a question for you while we're waiting on some votes and for the chat.
Yep.
This is a fun one because we come from a similar music appreciation background. Um, I want to know what was the last tour that you
Mm,
went to? And for the people in the chat, what's the last like
man,
touring
the
package that you saw?
last the last concert I went to. Oh, it was probably a local show.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But so like three bands local in Memphis, Tennessee.
Good place. Good place
Not
for
not
music.
not touring at all. I think it was more of just like I mean the venue was probably like 30 foot by 30 foot, like super small,
Yeah,
kind of
that's my
like packed in
favorite.
there.
Yeah.
Um, it was, one of my friends from high school, his band was playing, and so that's why I went. So that was the
So sick.
last show I
I
went to.
I meant to tell you about this, but the last show I went to, because partially the reason why I was gone was I was on tour myself with my band,
Yep.
but I meant to send you a photo. I got to stand side stage for Knocked Loose, and that was pretty cool.
Oh,
I have
sick.
some friends in there. It was like,
Nice.
15,000 people in the Czech Republic. It was pretty cool. So,
Nice.
also, we have
Well,
some votes. Our votes are in. I think there's a clear
okay.
winner for
All
what
right.
band name we're going with. And what
Okay.
I'm seeing is Velvet Groove. A lot of people like Velvet Groove.
Let's do it. So right now I'm already in Illustrator. I'm kind of just like dropping some colors
Mhm.
of some of the things that I've already pulled. Definitely not like final by any means, of more just getting something down um, that I like. I mean, obviously, like the red to yellow, red, orange, yellow thing is definitely there for like that retro sunset look.
Right.
But I'm gonna kind of saturate these even more. So like
Is
just
this
pulling these
usually
out.
how you pull colors when it comes to design? Like, do you swatch from specific samples or do you have something in mind?
Um, yeah, so, like sometimes I'll either I have an idea and I'll just kind of go off the top of my head.
Hmm.
But then sometimes like I'll see other design work that I like and I'll be like, oh, I really like it for, you know, the color palette. And so I'll
Right.
go in and um, just kind of still the colors and see what I can come up with, alter it there a little bit and like so you can already like I'm already changing this a lot from the dropper,
100%. I
Like I
really
don't need
like
that
the idea of
yellow.
higher saturation too. Like, I like you're kind of going into your colors panel and looking at like where it sits on the color wheel itself and adjusting accordingly. I think that's
Yep.
like a pretty useful way to we've talked about this on the stream many times, but like steal like an artist, right? Like pull inspiration while without actually ripping inspiration. I think that
Right.
there's like, a fine line, of course, but this shows the power of seasoned graphic designers of like you're using these things and these pieces of inspiration to pull, put and not necessarily shortcut, but at least give yourself a higher frame of reference as opposed to kind of having to start from nothing to,
Yeah.
because we are trying to fit a specific vibe here. And I think
Yeah.
you're already like looking at the colors, it's giving that vibe. I'm like, yeah, that's 70s. That's 100%
I
70s.
definitely need to look at my color. I think my colors are a little off. Let's see. No,
Are
we're
we in
good.
CMYK?
We're not seeing my K.
Hmm.
I think no, we're fine. It
Maybe
may
it's the
just
stream zoom, something
it,
like that.
yeah, it may be my monitor too. So who knows?
Hmm.
All right, so
Been there.
I have some colors already down, so we're good here.
Hmm.
And then because I have my sketches, I want to kind of work on my layout first a little bit. So I know that I want my two areas to be like kind of portraits right here.
Yeah.
Um, so building those shapes out. And then how do I want to do this? Let's see. Like we'll probably do some of the text. I know this is very football. We'll do some of the text, like the tour dates and locations
Hmm.
inside of Photoshop. And then um, all the type stuff. Oh wait, we already have a name, right? You said
Yeah,
which one is it?
Velvet Groove was the one that I
Velvet
wanted.
Groove. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm gonna go.
Gosh, I like all these fonts so much, man.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
no
yeah.
idea.
I have
These are
been
the ones I
really
use the
trying.
most.
I've been really trying to, in my own personal work, be a little bit more exploratory with type.
It's so hard.
I'm very much like a sans serif, all the time, uh, person. Like, oh,
Hmm.
this is just my go-to. Like, oh, let's just use Gotham. Like
Hmm.
I don't use anything else. Um, and so I've been really trying to push myself a lot in that way. So kind of
Man,
like
these are all
this
so
middle.
good.
I like this Zeppelin variable
Yeah.
here.
The Zeppelin
And
one
so
definitely stands out as being the most readable, I think,
yeah.
which is
So
good.
we're gonna put that there, and then I'll start. What was our tour name? Let's see.
Velvet Groove, I
No, no,
believe. Oh no, oh right. Summer Sun Tour.
the Summer Sun Tour. So we'll do the Summer Sun Tour, and then this I'll put in like a
Like a subheader kind of.
yeah. We'll do something like this.
Yeah, I like
Uh,
this a
and
lot.
then we'll drop that there. And again, right now I am just messing with my layout.
Hmm.
I'm gonna do my type. I'm gonna do something just really generic. Arial always tends to work. If I can type, let's go.
And this will be for the information of the tour, like the dates, the where to
Yeah,
go. Cool.
yep, yep. And we'll turn that type down quite a bit. So we can go ahead and copy that over. I'm just gonna copy that. I'm gonna paste there and then make
Okay, that's a
sure.
shortcut that I don't know. How are you
What's that?
making the text bigger with
Oh,
the
yeah,
shortcut?
yeah. So Command Shift and then I can't remember what it's like the comma and the
Okay.
period. So the
Yeah,
two
yeah, yeah.
arrows.
Okay. Gotcha.
So so right is obviously get bigger, left is smaller.
Oh, that's
And
news to
so
me.
yep. And so I'll just copy all this and then paste over here. And then we'll need to make sure that's all aligned. So there
I'm
we
unfortunately
have
not a
our
shortcut guy, but I love learning because you're so quick with your
yeah.
design process.
Oh, thanks. And so from here, I'm gonna play with this variable and see
Hmm.
if there is anything that we can change
Oh
because
yeah, the variable fonts. Can you maybe explain that to some people in the chat that might not be familiar with variable fonts?
yeah, so most fonts typefaces will have like thin, narrow, bold, black, ultra, whatever. And so variable fonts allows you to have a little bit more control over that to
Hmm.
where, like for this one, you can see where the counter, so the negative space in the type is moving.
Right.
And then whether you want it on the right side or left side or in the middle, and then that Y is kind of bringing that down. And so this one was designed very well to where there is also all these other ones. Um, and then it has all the other types of,
Nice.
yeah. And this, I think this is all just one weight. Um, so, you know, whatever you want to do there, versus like there being a thinner version.
Right. I really like
Um,
that too. I like the idea of being able to customize the font
yeah.
more specifically.
Yeah. And I think for this one, I'm going to kind of just play with
Yeah, I like that.
maybe something like that. And again, I'm going to get into the appearance panel here in a second and really kind of get groovy with it,
I
pun
don't know.
intended.
Oh, nice. I don't know if this was intentional, but when you were messing around with the variable font a little bit, the O's kind of look like eyes, like the
Yeah, they
way
sure.
that the
Yeah.
pupils are, which is kind of
Yep.
cool.
Yep. Yep.
Kind of just adds to it.
Um, so this will probably need to come down a little bit. So I'm gonna add some framing to this.
Hmm.
So up here you can see like these retro lines and then this framing that I've made. So really quickly, I'm just going to let's see, make this like weird line, and then we're going to flip it and then rotate it 90 degrees.
Yeah,
And then now it's our little zigzaggy thing.
this is so
Uh,
interesting. Like
and I'm
to
gonna,
see.
yeah, I'm gonna
it-
beef that up.
And you said this is for
Um,
bordering specifically, right?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. And then I'm going to flip this a couple times. I'm gonna join that, and then
This is
well,
a cool shape. I'm not gonna lie.
I need to make sure that I am doing this correctly because this is going to be a frame, so I
Okay.
need to make it into a path.
That's a Jack
Maybe
question. We've got the right
no,
people in the chat.
I know how to do it. I think
Hmm.
for the stream, I'm not going to bother with that right now. I think I'm just going to do it this way.
Just for
And
the sake of
for-
speediness.
yeah. I would normally try to make this into like a stroke and use it as a framing so I can just like eyedrop tool it, you know.
Right.
Um, and so for the center, I'm just going to make it black for now. Well, I was.
Nice.
There we go, black.
There
And
we go.
then in my appearance panel, I'm going to pull this behind the fill and beef that up. And then
Hmm.
I'm going to do this a couple more times. So, and then change the color on it. So,
I'm gonna make an embarrassing what's admission, but I was not an appearance panel guy for a long time. I was a
oh, neat.
destructive designer, man.
Oh, same, same. So we got 12 plus 12 equals 24. So what's 24 plus 12?
Oh,
Uh,
36.
36. Okay. So we're using a little bit of math here to, um, so 36 plus 12 is 48.
Mm-hmm.
So all those should be
Ooh, this
relatively,
is trippy, man.
so all
This is
those should be
sick.
relatively even. And
Yeah,
then from here, I'm going to go Command Y. And so you can see where now that is,
lining it up.
yep. And then I'm going to make sure these are locked real quick. And
Ooh,
then I'm going to
another
select,
shortcut
go
call it.
ahead.
I'm so sorry to cut you off, but
No, you're
locking
good.
layers, locking
Command two.
okay, I did not know that either. That's awesome.
Um, so I'm just selecting the things that I need to move. Oh, and then I'm pulling it down
Nice.
where I want it to go.
And this is resizing.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Sick.
So there you go. And then I can Command Option 2 to unlock everything that I locked and then bring that back over and just can remove those and then
Great.
pull this back. So now I have some kind of like retro frames. I think I would like those to be larger.
Mhm.
So I would have to beef all these up. Um, or I could go back and then do that.
Like larger strokes.
Yeah, larger
Gotcha,
strokes.
gotcha.
The only issue that I have there is now it's taking up a little bit more space than I wanted. So we'll do, oh, do the same thing that I just did.
And we're
All right.
extending, is this like an option hold click or like a
So
shift?
direct select arrow.
Mhm.
And then I'm just, dragging over and
Mhm.
then yeah, shifting drag from there.
Mm.
All right. So
Yeah, this is quick.
I got my two frames. I'll just pull that down a little bit, pull that in. So there's my two frames. And then from here, I can go over to my color palette if I want and then play around.
Yeah.
I think I'm like where it's at color wise.
It feels
Um,
very trippy vintage vibes to me.
yep, yep. So I'm going to remove the feel. Whoa, we've got some weird stuff going on.
Huh.
I'm going to make a copy and then paste on top and then remove my strokes on the top layer. So now I have just a like fill layer
Right?
and that'll come in handy later when we get into Photoshop.
Nice.
I'm gonna just group all this for now and kind of leave that there. And so we already have a lot of our, framing down. Um, and so now it's just like picking kind of colors, kind of like that.
It is crazy how
Uh,
instantly choosing the colors just gives it the
so
vibe.
much life, so much
Yeah.
life. Um,
Absolutely.
so now I can spend some time with my type. So pull my type over. I'm going to make sure
Mhm.
that it is empty all around. My fill is empty. My stroke is empty. And then
Mhm.
I'm going to come over here to the appearance panel and create a swatch. I'm also going to create these as swatches too. So
Nice.
that'll make it easier for me. So I can just
That's those
select.
global libraries, right? The being able to kind of that's I guess they're not global in this context, but
Yep.
making a swatch library. Again,
Oh yeah.
something I didn't utilize, but if you're watching, you 1000% should utilize
Camera.
because it saves you so much time.
There we go. So got my swatches over here. So, and these are global. So if I edit one, it changes
Mhm.
everywhere.
Mhm, mhm.
So from here, I'm going to, let's do this off-white and
Love it.
then go back into my appearance panel. I'm going to make a duplicate of that fill, change it to a different color. So we're going to go, let's say yellow.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to go to my effects, distort and transform, and then transform. And I'm going to change the horizontal just a hair,
Yeah.
um, 0.25, 0.25. And then in my copies, I'm going to just start to bump that up.
Dude, this is what I was hoping for. This is
Yeah.
this is the vintage vibe, like the
Yes.
stacked,
Yep.
overprinted. Oh, it's so
So
immediately recognizable.
now I have like, all right, so I have like 30, let's go 40 steps. And I'm just gonna do that again and then change the color to, let's do like this pinkish color. And then go back into my transform. So the drop
Do
down on the
80 steps
fill.
maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna do 80 steps. So just duplicating that number.
Yeah,
So
dude.
that's now even. And then I think we're gonna do it one more time. And we're going to change it to a blue because why not? Our colors may be all over the place, and we'll probably refine it here a little bit. So 80 plus 40, or right? 80 plus
80
40
plus 40,
is
120, right?
120.
While you're
Boom, there we
adding
go.
these steps, I do want to call out some some comments from what we asked earlier because I just forgot to mention those. I'm so sorry. We were so deep into design. We have Lisa saying the most recent, or I guess the next concert that they're going to be going to is Sting, which is pretty
Okay.
sick. We also have Lisa saying that they're into Soundgarden. I also love Soundgarden. And Fairy Utom saying, talking about concerts and music, here in Indonesia, indie pop music has become a trend right now, thanks to the local musicians called Hindia, who changed the game and got awarded in Japan Music Awards. So we're getting some good music recommendations because I've never heard of that before.
Nice.
It's pretty sweet.
So I'm going to essentially match my um what you call it, my framing with the type. So
Hmm.
everything that is, you can see where it's similar, right? So I
Right.
have my off-white, my yellow, my red, and my blue.
It
So
looks
so same
awesome.
so same over here, my off-white, my yellow, my red, and my blue, which the color here is starting to get washed out a little bit. Like
Okay.
the off-white and yellow is a little hard to recognize. And so
Hmm.
I can just go back in my appearance panel, and what I'm gonna do is add just a stroke with my
Nice.
background layer. Oh wow, we've got some stuff
Connection
going.
points.
Yep. So I'm going to pull it behind my fill and just bump it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
that looks awesome. It
And
kind of
then
breaks away too. It makes it look like
yep,
it's separate from,
yep,
I don't know really how to explain it. It looks like the printing, like it looks like it was printed on top.
yeah.
Just cool.
So that's where we're going to leave that there. And so we have our type. Um, so we have a lot of things like ready to go for Photoshop. I'm just going to
Hmm.
add a few more like micro graphics. So come over here to this old VHS
So
case.
nostalgic.
Yeah, so some of this stuff down here, I don't know what it means, but um, thankfully I have some logos. Hopefully they load.
Fingers
Um,
crossed.
Yep. And
Nice.
we're gonna start to add in some of these things. So Overturf Design Studio, we will copy in, and
Very
then
cool.
I can like pull this over here.
And just for people that don't know, this is your logo. Very,
Yeah.
very well designed. Really love
Thank
it.
you. So I'll pull that kind of down here in the corner, make it a little bit smaller. Change that to my color, my off-white
Hmm.
color, and then we will do. I'm going to use Jacob. I'm going to use your name. So
Hey,
Jacob Paris. So JP and then JPR. And that means it's Jacob Paris Records.
sick.
Yeah. Uh,
Sick.
and we'll change that typeface to which one do you want?
Oh man.
Let's go
What
Tum.
that was what I was gonna choose.
All right.
I like that a lot.
Okay. So we'll bring that down here. And then we're going to add this into, that's totally like not a great logo by any means, but we're rocking
Ah.
with it.
Yeah, I think it's
Uh,
cool.
we're rocking with it. Maybe this is Arial.
Nice. Also, there's a little call out in the chat that actually is a pretty good point of, or I should say, a conversation. Pearly Cream, she said, "I wonder how they did this back in the day, like pre-digital." And Jack kind of called out that had a lot to do with like plate placement. A lot of these things were offset digitally, and I think it's very funny. I always forget what the word is, but when it comes to digital, I feel like we kind of are trying to like recapture that imperfection a little bit nowadays, which is
Yep.
funny.
Yep.
It's just like full circle.
So now we have Overturf Design Studio and Jacob Paris
Sick.
Records. And then we could add in some just like random numbers. So I'm just gonna like copy
Yeah.
whatever is up here. So we're gonna do 3832 Third Avenue. Don't know what that means. It's probably an address of some
Yeah. Yeah.
sort.
Maybe
Um,
the business operations address, something like that.
yep. And then we'll make that into, I don't know, like medium.
Yeah,
And then
works for me.
And I'm going to break a rule and stretch the crap out of it
Yes.
because why
Stretch
not?
your text. Stretch your
And then
text.
I also like this like I don't know this halftone cool looking pattern.
I like this a lot.
Um, so we're gonna just like make a big circle, make a small circle, and then we're gonna just
Oh,
blend it.
yeah, my favorite trick.
Yep. And
It's
oh,
so
this is
cool.
new. This is new. So I'm an Illustrator beta,
hmm
and I am not used to the new blend tool. So this is new for me.
Sweet.
Um, so there's a lot that you can do there.
You're
For the
about to show
sake
the
of
ease of access right now.
for for the you can change the ramping so how certain shapes are closer to one point, and
hmm
then I don't know what this appearance does. It doesn't do anything, or it does something, but maybe it's not doing
Nothing
anything
in
for me.
this context. Yeah, yeah.
You can reverse the spine, so switch off
Sick.
and then expand it, which expands the shapes, and then release, which releases the whole thing. So you can see there it releases the blend. And
Nice.
so I'm going to, that seems good, but you can also do ease out, ease in and out,
Now we're
ease
talking
out
about Premiere
in.
Pro or like Premiere, like
Oh, ramping, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And
That's
so
funny.
I can go back into my blend tool and then expand that. And I'm just going to copy
Copy and paste. Yeah, that's
a
awesome.
couple of times and then group them and then get rid of that and then come back down to my artboard. And then we're just going to move that over here. And now that
Pretty dang
becomes
cool.
something totally random.
Very
And yeah,
aesthetic.
yeah. And so we have all of the things that well, not all the things. We're gonna make one more thing in
Sure.
Illustrator. So I've got these like groovy lines. So we're 30 minutes in, so
Yeah, I was about to say
probably
we're about a little over halfway.
probably need to rush a little bit. So I've got these groovy lines, and I'm gonna use the oh man, I can't remember the name, curvature tool to
Yes.
start to just do this really quickly.
This is my
Um,
tool in Illustrator. This is what I use to draw everything.
Definitely not my choice um, of tools, but we are we're just going to
We're
make do.
rocking and rolling.
Yep.
Also, we have a comment in the Behance chat saying from Stefan saying this stream is really cool. Cheers.
Oh,
I agree. The
thanks.
stream is really cool. I think people are really enjoying this. A lot of good feedback. Also, Matthew in the chat saying looking good. Friend of the show, also friend of us.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Wait, Matthew who? Sorry.
Matthew, I gotta remember how to pronounce his
Oh,
last
no,
name.
Matt. Yeah, yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
know
Matt.
Matt. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Matt, how's it going, dude?
I never want to mispronounce your last name because that's
Yeah.
diabolical to do on a stream.
Well, as someone who doesn't have a common last name like myself, like, it could get tricky at times.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so we've got a few lines still working.
Yeah, so we're kind of
Um,
dropping this down, doing just a direct kind of tracing of the sketch that you did.
yep,
Very, very kind of showing the ease of it too, right? Like of the curvature tool and being able to convert these lines into to vector pretty
yep.
pretty conveniently, you
And
know?
I'll change the color on these so you can see it a little bit better. There we go.
Nice.
Um, I'm a perfectionist, so I want it to be almost exactly how I drew it. So there's there. Boom, boom, boom. Again, moving really fast. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to edit this too much. All
Yeah, this looks
right.
sweet. You really nailed like in
Okay.
your sketching the aesthetics
Yeah,
of this
thanks.
era.
So I'm not even gonna bother with these like last three shapes. And so
Sure.
from here, I'm gonna come over and just make this like rectangle. I'm not really a shape builder tool person, but I'm going to use it today and delete those. And then
Nice.
from here, I can start to ooh, that did something different.
The
There we
beauty of
go.
live.
Okay,
There
all
we
right.
go.
I'm gonna make those three different shapes, bring them over to my artboard. I'm going to bring them over to my colors, and then I'm going to choose kind of my same color palette that I've been
Nice.
using for a lot of this.
Sick, man.
We'll do, did I have, what color did I have? I have red. Oh, I had pink. I need to change, I need to change something.
Oh,
My red needs to be more of that pinky color.
so
Okay,
now
there
you're
we
gonna
go.
show that global change.
Oh yeah, I could have done it
Yeah,
that
yeah.
way. Yep. So these are all different colors, and then I'm gonna take my stroke and I do shift eyedropper tool and
Mm-hmm.
whatever you are on. So I'm on my outline here, my
Right.
stroke. I can shift eyedropper tool that and it changes the
Sick.
stroke to that color.
This looks
Um,
great, man.
so I'm going to kind of beef that up a little bit, make a copy, and then I'm going to put this behind and stretch it
Oh,
and stretch it out. You're not going to be able to see a lot of it, but we're going to,
nice, dude.
I don't know if that really works, to be
No,
honest.
you don't like it? I'm kind of
Uh,
into it.
maybe it's there instead. Maybe it's like that.
I really like it.
I
I
kind
feel
of
like
like
it kind of adds.
I like that more. Okay, maybe there we go. And then maybe our micrographics down here are on top of it. That may
Hmm.
be like a darker color. Um, maybe this violet, or maybe it's black. Let's go black.
Cool.
Um, that
I like,
works.
yeah, I like that overprint vibe of like the bleeding into the shape too. That's really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then maybe this is black as well. Um, there we go. All right.
Nice.
So I've got everything down. I'm gonna save this and
Hmm.
I'm gonna save it as an EPS or a Photoshop EPS as well.
Hmm.
So save this copy, or maybe it's Illustrator EPS, I think, because I want to bring these layers into Photoshop.
Right. And so EPS essentially just retains the quality of the actual layers themselves,
Yeah.
but you is
S- Or maybe it's export. What is it? Export.
EPS?
Uh, well, I thought it was Photoshop EPS, but I could be wrong. Let's
I'm not sure.
file save as Illustrator EPS. That's what we're gonna do. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go. It'll let you change it at the top
Yeah.
when you get into the actual yeah. Uh there, yeah, then you can change it to Photoshop, I believe, right? Or
Oh,
no?
I guess not. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I may be doing something totally wrong. Um, and then I'm gonna come over to my file and
Hmm.
file open with Photoshop. I'm using Photoshop and Illustrator Beta today, but
Yeah.
you can use either one. So I'm gonna open up this EPS.
We're taking a field trip to Photoshop.
Yep, and it did not do what I wanted it to do.
It brought
Okay.
up the whole
I
layer, I
was
see.
yeah, I was trying I'm trying to bring up it as layers,
Gotcha.
but there's a way around it. So we're going to select all of this. I'm going to take out my text right now. I'm going to select all of this, copy it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to outline this text so it doesn't get messed up.
Right.
For whatever reason, it may could get messed up.
You're just
Um,
future proofing, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Copying it, go back so I have everything there that I need.
Hmm.
Go to Photoshop, and I'm going to paste as layers.
So this is how I would do it, which I
Yeah,
think is interesting because you're kind of showing that there are like two kind of different ways to approach this. And it shows how easy it is to kind of be able to work in between the programs too, because it's literally just copy pasting, right?
yeah, yeah.
Retains all of those assets
Uh-oh. So now it's
flipped.
flipped. I need to make sure. This is running pretty slow right now, so hopefully it doesn't continue like that.
Yeah, I'm sure once you click enter, it'll
Okay, it did not do what I wanted it to do. So we may have to kind of reverse engineer real quick.
No worries, no worries. While you're reverse engineering, I'll go ahead and call out some other comments because people are really enjoying the stream.
Okay,
CMS for Lena says these are so professional, and Lisa says such a groovy style. People are very into this. I've got to say, and I think that
sweet.
it speaks for itself. You know, like you definitely have a knack for being able to capture this era of I guess aesthetic, which is cool because like we're
Yeah,
in 2026. You know, we're only 60 years away from the 70s, but
true.
do you think it'll come
So,
back in 2070?
um, yeah, maybe.
Hmm.
Well, I don't need an outline there. So this is, I just need to keep my text and paste as a smart object.
Gotcha. So we're pasting in all of those assets directly in from Illustrator one by one.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then all my micro graphics down here, and I'm just going to do this as a smart object and then align it to my frames and then bring in my little groovy shapes.
Love it.
There we go. Just duplicate that over. Whoop, duplicate that over. There we go. And I brought my frames in as layers.
Hmm.
So you can see here, these are all individual layers where these are the
Nice.
ones, and then that one
Yeah,
are,
those paths on top.
yep. So
Great.
boom, 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 boom. So you can see there's my black fill. And then I can make my two text boxes separate like I had them originally. Um, Copy all this text over.
Hmm.
I think, did I leave any out? Minneapolis is my last. Yeah, I need that text box to be a little bit bigger. Oh, let's go to my text box. Okay.
Nice.
Yep. And then I'm going to duplicate it, get my dates, paste that, make sure everything fits all on one line. All right. Okay, so we have our layout done. And from here, if you want to, you can always go in and add some texture or some color. So
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and add a grain layer on top of it because everybody always loves a little bit of green.
It's
And
the
so,
graphic designer way, man.
yeah, that's right. So we have our layout good to go. And so now I'm going to jump back over into my Firefly boards. And for the sake of time, I've already kind of prompted some headshots.
Nice.
Some headshots. Obviously, like in the real world, you're going to want to take real photos of the band members that you're working with.
Hmm.
But for me, I took like a couple of headshots from online from stock and told it to create portraits of these people. And so that's where you're seeing some of these like really groovy people. And I'm going to download
Well, what's nice
this
about this
this
too is you can
guy.
concept too, right? If you're working with a photographer and you have all the design work done, it's like, hey,
Yep.
these are the poses I need, you
Yep.
know?
And then so whoops. So I'm downloading this far left photo and this far right photo. Oh, I need to stop right clicking. And then that's going to download. Hopefully
Nice,
soon.
nice.
So hopefully soon. Come on, come on, come on, internet.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Computer, download this
Work.
PNG.
So while we're waiting on that, we're going to pull this one
There
into
we go.
Photoshop, pull this one into Photoshop, and I'm going
Nice.
to select my subject. And the select subject tool is crazy good these days. I hardly ever need to use the pen tool to quick cut something out. I'm going to duplicate this
Perfection.
guy. So now you can see I've isolated him from the background. I'm going to come over back to my photos, take this butterfly, pull that into
Nice.
Photoshop. And I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to use my lasso tool for my subject. So I only want this left wing. So hopefully it does it pretty good.
Wow.
Yep. And then I'm going to kind of add some stuff to it.
Jeez
So I
Louise,
can
man.
just add a little bit of that body of that butterfly. And then I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to convert it to a smart object because I want to kind of retain the quality.
Right.
I'm going to copy that smart object, bring it back over to my portrait, paste on top, and then downsize that to where this like wing is kind of coming off this guy right here.
Right, we're kinda taking some influence from that initial,
Yep,
tattoo.
yep. And then I'm
Sick.
also going to put one behind him so you can kind of see where he's got these like butterfly wings from his head.
Nice.
I
It's gonna
would
fly
probably
away.
I would probably do a lot more kind of editing to this. This is definitely very like rudimentary, like not it's very collage style, very like quick edit.
But we're kinda showing the concepts and the applications, right? Like, so I think
Yep,
that
yep,
it definitely still shows the power of what we're able to do because,
yep,
if we had 3, 4, 10 hours,
yep, yep,
we'd be crushing, but, like, getting all this down in an hour, that's in itself showing the power of being able to kind of bounce between all these programs. Like,
yep,
you have shots, you have, layouts, you
right.
have grain, everything done, and we still have, 10 minutes left?
So I clipped this guy to um, one of my layers,
Mhm.
and then if I wanted to, I can kind of come in here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring all of this over
Sweet.
instead, because I like the background that is from the photograph.
Yes. It's got, like, that kind of, like, shot in the studio type vibe.
Yeah. Um, and then we're going to kind of group these together. And then I'm going to kind of make this, I'm going to use my
Some
curves.
compositing.
I'm going to make this darker.
Nice.
Nope, nope, don't like
No?
that.
No?
I'm gonna keep it as is.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna add something on top of it here in a little bit.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna come over to my downloads from Firefly. So I got my female. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm
Mhm.
going to select my subject, duplicate that, get my butterfly wing, bring it over to her, transform, flip horizontal. So now
Man,
she's
we are
got
flying.
now
This
she's
is
got
awesome.
a butterfly wing coming out of her head. Send that behind as well. And then
Very
I'm
nice.
going to work those together, copy that, come back over, find my other layer.
Dude, this is a freaking '70s band, man.
I think so. This is
This
Velvet
is
Groove.
awesome.
This
Yeah.
is Velvet Groove.
Also,
Um,
there's a neat little call out on YouTube. I just want to say because it's worth bringing up. Dino Rex said saw the great design Steven did for USA versus Australia match. I'm assuming that's
yeah.
something on your personal page.
Yeah, just I've so because it's the World Cup has been going on. I've been trying to make a illustration or graphic of some sort for every USA game.
So sick.
So we have one today. We've got something going out today. I'm not the biggest poster in the world. I have to
Fair enough.
find reasons to make things, and so that is kind of what I've been
S-
doing with this like mini project of mine.
So you guys should go over to Steven's Instagram. That's linked down in the description, and you should support the posts that he's posting because it's super cool.
Okay. So we have like our collage. We have like our poster pretty much done.
Yep.
And so I'm going to come over here to color lookup. And
Mhm.
so this is just like a bunch of LUTs that are just random filters and you can kind of
Sick.
cycle through them to get some sort of like color tone.
Saturation, vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, drop blues. And if anybody from the Photoshop team is in the chat, it would be nice to see these previews as I toggle through them versus like going
Having to click through.
click through them one at a time. And
Yeah,
so you can see where like that kind of look is changing. I like this one,
I do too. I like the
uh,
saturation on it.
the Fuji on it. So toggle through them. You can also change the opacity, the blending mode, just like any other layer for these. Um, So I'm going through every single one to see which one I like. I like this soft warming one.
Hmm.
So we're gonna go with the soft warming one.
Love it.
And then um, I can come up here. Well, we could be done, honestly. Like we could be
Hmm.
done here, but I'm gonna add a little bit of dimension to some of our type here.
Ooh, I really like this.
Yeah, so we're gonna add another drop
Also, didn't
shadow.
realize you could just drag the shadows around.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Um, we'll make the text a little bit smaller. It's our dates. And then if we really wanted to, we could come in here and make this background a little bit darker. Let's go a little bit darker.
Nice.
Yep. And do the same there. And then I'm going to add in um, like some weird shadows coming off of, whoop, maybe use a soft brush uh, from the side and then just kind of lower that
Little
down a
vignette
little bit.
vibe, right?
Yeah, yeah. So same thing for this guy. Probably pull him over just a hair so he's more
So,
centered.
so dramatique. Very, very
Yeah.
dramatic. I love it.
Okay. So we could probably call this done if we wanted to.
Yeah.
So I'll save it. And then from here, instead of you can export this out or whatever, but for the sake of just quickness, I'm going to take a screenshot of this,
Hmm.
come back over into Firefly Boards.
All right. We're hitting the three of a kind in terms of the applications we're using today. People
Yep.
are getting to see it all.
So that's where my poster art is going to live right there.
Hmm.
And then from here, I can say edit and then choose whatever AI model or boards model that I want. So I like to use Gemini 3.
Right.
And for this prompt, I'm going to do landscape. And then I'm going to say mock up poster um, outside of a 1970s music hall venue. Press generate. And
This
then
is
I'm
awesome.
also going to do like make make a no, let's do what should I say? Give me something, Jacob.
Let's say maybe a what are they called? A billboard? Something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
that'll be good. Let's do create a side of the road billboard with this art.
And then maybe
And then
if you want to
with
do one more just for fun, maybe
okay.
like a music festival banner.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Create a music festival banner outside of a festival or outside of festival
Grounds.
grounds.
Yeah.
Let's say 70s aesthetic and warm cinematic lighting.
Notably doing all these generations concurrently. So they're all happening at the
Yeah.
same time, which is pretty sweet.
So we already have our first one done. So drag that
Nice,
up. This
dude.
is definitely the artwork is very brighter than everything else. So it's
Mm.
but you kind of get the idea of
Yeah, I
like,
mean concepting, right?
all right, so we got this couple about to walk into. It even took my
It's pretty
Velvet
sick.
Groove sold out the Summer Sun Tour text from the poster
Yeah,
and put it on the marquee, which is
that's
really
pretty
cool.
funny.
And
That's awesome.
then we've got our billboard ready to go.
Oh, I
Um,
like the sun reflection on it too.
yeah, that's going to be really hard to read on the road for all those dates, but
Fair enough.
you definitely get the idea of what these models can do inside of
Yeah,
Firefly. And then
absolutely.
as we wait on our last one, you've got from start to finish our
Yeah, yeah.
brief. You can see where our collage and our colors and our images kind of came to place, our sketches, our type, and then how that kind of formed inside of Illustrator and Photoshop.
Hmm.
and then now we're presenting what that
Ooh, that one might be my favorite.
would look like to our client in the local festival showcasing the banner. Definitely would want to play around with this one a lot more, but you can see where this is probably modern day and people are dressing up in like
Yeah,
70s retro outfits to kind of like celebrate the event. So
absolutely.
I
I
think
mean,
we hit it perfectly on
yeah,
timing on
literally
this.
hit the nail right on the head. I think that
Yeah,
was such an amazing application, an amazing demo of showing us the power of being able to jump between those programs, as well
yeah,
as kind of really taking advantage of this brief and bringing it to life. Because if I look at them side by side, like it looks like it falls in line so much with your inspiration. I think
yeah.
you absolutely crushed it today, Steven. And if anyone in the chat wants to do something like this or just kind of pull some inspiration or see what the power of Firefly boards looks like, make sure to click the link below. Make sure to do this design challenge with us because we're doing them all month long and they're a ton of fun. And you can support them in the Adobe Live Discord, or support. You can submit them in the Adobe Live Discord and get some feedback, have some great I guess I don't know, there's a great community there. You'll get a lot of good comments and things like that if you just need surrounded by good people. Steven, for
Yeah.
people that want to keep up with what you're doing and maybe, see who you're rooting for the World Cup,
Oh
do
yeah.
you want to let us know where we can find you?
I think it's pretty obvious who I'm rooting
Oh yeah.
for. Got the USA kit
USA.
on today.
USA.
Yeah, you can go to Overturf Design Studio on Instagram, find me there, or overturfdesign.studio online. That's my website. Check out my work, check out my portfolio, things that I'm doing. And so my posting is few and far between, but right now I'm kind of posting quite a bit for the World Cup. And so come, come follow me, come see what I'm up to, drop a comment, drop a like, come support your creative friend, Steven Overturf.
Yes.
And we have our creative friend,
Yeah.
our real friend, Jess Goldsmith, aka Chick of All Trade, up next.
Yes.
So everybody that's in chat should definitely stick around for her stream.
100%.
We love her. She's an amazing person, amazing artist. She's got some cool stuff to show you as well.
Absolutely. Great call out, Steven. Yes, please. You'll get the triple duo, all three of us in one day. Jess is up next with how to express yourself creatively. So make sure to stick around for more Adobe Live. And thank you so much for sticking around for this one. We'll see you soon enough. Bye, guys.
Awesome. See you guys.